Hi, Matt Bennett here. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Good evening to you. And this morning we talked about romance, and we're going to talk a little bit more right now as we think about Valentine's Day tomorrow. There's a whole book in the Old Testament dedicated to romance and sexuality in the context of marriage. And it's Song of Solomon, and I'm going to read a passage from that book. It shows you the power of romantic and erotic love. Song of Solomon 8, 6 and 7 says, "Set me as a seal upon your heart, as a seal upon your arm. For love is as strong as death. Jealousy is fierce as the grave. It flashes of fire, the very flame of the Lord. Many waters cannot quench love, neither can floods drown it. If a man offered for love all the wealth of his house, he would be utterly despised." This passage, in some ways, is a summary of the book of Song of Solomon. It shows you the incredible beauty, but power of romantic and sexual love. I still remember growing up, and I think it was junior high years where that sort of awakened. Don't worry, I'm not going to give you too much information here. I do have a friend who gives entirely too much information in his blog, online, and journal in terms of what he shares from his growing up years on that sort of subject. But we've all experienced this, and it's a beautiful, wonderful thing, and it's extremely powerful. And Proverbs warns us to guard our hearts because from it flow the wellspring of life. And if we don't regulate it, if we're not careful about how this gets expressed, it can cause us a lot of pain as we develop that deep romantic and eventually sexual love in places where it could be harmful to us. The good thing is that sexuality is inherently good. God created it to be good from the very beginning. This was created before the fall, before Adam and Eve sinned. And so we don't need to be ashamed of it or embarrassed by it in any way. It's an incredible good thing. But on the other end of the spectrum, we don't want to be totally giving ourselves into it and become hedonists. And that's what's happened a lot in our society today. We become lovers of pleasure and put that above everything else, and ends up causing us damage and frustration in our relationships. The very thing that was designed to give us so much pleasure in life ends up in many ways causing us so much suffering and harm. But this Valentine's Day, I hope that you go out with your spouse or someone that you're dating, that you honor the other person, that you love them, that you're guarding your heart in the process, but you also enjoy this great gift that God has given us, this connection with another person. This is truly extraordinary. There's nothing like a man and a woman coming together. It's an incredible part of life, and so many books have been written on it, and movies and songs and everything else because of the power of it. So enjoy it. Bless you. Have a great, great day, and see you Monday.